Hey everybody, you got some photo battle reports. I had a 1500 point tournament on Saturday, and I took my Horde Orcs. My list was 1 mech with a KFF, Burnout, and Cyborg body. I had 2 units of 30 shooters with 3 rockets each, Knob with Power Claw and Boss Pole. 2 units of 20 Slugger Boys with Knob and Power Claw and Boss Pole. 2 units of 9 Ludas. 3 Labas with 3 ammo runs, and then I had 11 Commandos with a Burna plus Snickrot, and that was my list. So my first game was against Space Marines. You had 3 speeders, 3 scout bikes, Thunderfire, 2 tactical squads with Melton missile launcher, Devastators, a Ironclad, and then a Librarian with Gate. On his first turn, he decided to drop both the Ironclad and a tactical squad right in front of me. He did make the unit of Ludus run away, but then I obliterated pretty much everything there. There wasn't much terrain on the table, so I was able to keep spread out, and the Thunderfire didn't do a lot of damage, fortunately. Actually, the Deathwind missile launchers on the drop pods did quite a bit of damage, but that was about it. Instead, he dropped in the second tactical squad, also right in front of me, so I was able to hold them off, and I was able to get one of my 20 unit boys across the table onto his objective. Snickrot came on and took out the Thunderfire with shooting. I actually shot it with pistols, and I did 1 hit on the gun, which I rolled a 6, and then I did 1 wound on the Tech Marine, and he rolled a 1 for his armor save, so I didn't even get to assault it. But the Devastators tried to charge my boys at his objective, but actually failed their charge, and he pretty much called it after that because it was going to be a tabling. So that was a 2-0 objective victory in game 1. In the second game against Dark Eldar, I didn't have a lot of pictures because it was just going too fast. The Dawn of War probably hurt me more than anything here. I set up a big unit of shooter boys with the mech surrounded by a unit of slugger boys because I knew he had a raider with witches sitting there within charge range. He wasn't able to take out the 20-man unit completely, so he charged out with their witches to take that out. And then my 30-boy unit got tar pitted by the witches for the next 3 turns, unfortunately. I should have been able to wipe them out a lot sooner, but he was just making saves like crazy. This game didn't go very well for me because his dice were pretty hot. Things like when I shot the raider with a unit of Trueborn or warriors in it, he made both flicker field saves, and then when I assaulted it with Snickrot, it blew up, and when it blew up, he rolled 7 5s out of 11 to wound my commandos. Yeah, it was just that kind of a game, and it was a little frustrating. If the saves had been a little bit more on average with the witches, I probably would have been a lot closer. But in the end, he just had way too much poison. Between like 30 shots from the 1 unit of warriors, 2 venoms, a whole bunch of splinter cannons. It just wasn't very close. He did tank shock with my Ludas, and I did Death or Glory, got a successful him, but again, he made his flicker field save on that one too, and then tank shocked the Labas off the board. I really hate Dawn of War with this army because there's just too much to come on from the edge. Man, all my firepower is heavy, so yeah, I miss a lot with Dawn of War. I did do some damage still, despite having my stuff pretty much just raped by poison. It didn't do too bad at all. I could have, if the witches hadn't held me up for so long, I could have done a lot more damage, had a lot more competitive. In the end, it was a 3-0 objective victory for the Dark Eldar. So my third game against Demons was quite a bit different than the other 2. To be pretty honest, it wasn't even close. I decided to infiltrate Snickrot, so he's out in the middle. Pretty much everything that came down, he had Keeper Secrets, Kugoth, 2 units of Fiends, unit of Seekers, and a unit of Demonettes. And as they came down, they just got the crap shot out of them. His Fiends came down, 1 unit got shot up with Ludas and Labas down to 2 models. The other unit was out of range of anything, and then the Keeper Secrets took 3 wounds from Ludas and were finished off in a couple of rounds by close combat. The Demonettes came down, and they were just shot by Shudas and Labas. And, great on clean. Kugath did get into combat with the boys, but I was able to wear him down between the Power Claw and just some good rolling on the 6s there. The Seekers came down turn 5 and were obliterated on the bottom of 5. It was basically a very unbalanced game. Ludas were just devastating, just putting wounds on fiends and everything else like crazy. So at the end of turn 5, the Seekers were the last unit to come down, and they were just basically I had my whole army sitting in front of them. I lost the commandos and like a little more than half of one of my units of boys, and maybe a few boys out of the other 20 mob unit, and that was it. So that was a pretty solid kill point victory. I had 7 kill points. I had 9, so it was going to be a good game to start with. But I won 7-1 on the kill points on game 3, putting me in 3rd place, or putting me at 2-1 for the day, and it's a pretty good turnout.
How'd you do?
2-1.
I've got 2 $50 gifts.
Nice.
I've got 2 $30 gifts. I've got 2 $20 gifts.
I was blind. I wasn't like, yeah. I was like, okay, I'm just going to do AoE things.
I got 5 $10 gifts.
Wow.
I've got 25 people. All you're paying directly back to you guys. We just love having you. So, everybody got a lottery ticket for every game they played? Everybody got a Raffle ticket for every game they won? You fill out your little sheets. If you got a vote for best takedown, you got a ticket. You got a vote for best sportsmanship, you got a ticket. So, those are your chances. Number 1, you ultimately get your choice of whatever you want. I'm going to guess what you're going to take. So, first lottery ticket is Ellie. You get a ticket now, but it is yours. You can hold it for a while. You need to stay in the store until the first or second whenever action something like that. You may hold it for a while if you like.
I have all my stuff in my so I
Okay, so lovely pieces of paper with other things to do. John B. Damien. He'll be. Josh. Single. Sorry. Robert O. Steve Lyons. You can't win twice. Do it, Robert. Carl. Carl is not here. He left. Carl, hold that for you. He chose the yeah, he's really bad. Okay. Jeremy. Now Paul. Evan. 2 more. Oh God. Not Chase Legal Bob. And not either of those guys because you already got somebody. Mark, caller. Woo. And wow, bring on me. Greg.